Hey there, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If this is the first time you visited my channel, yay, you're finally here. I've been waiting for you. And if you're a subscriber who's returning, yay, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. And subscribers already know my goal is to save you time and money by giving you the inside scoop on the quality and content of a film so that you can decide whether or not you want to watch it. So today the movie I'm reviewing is called Crimes of Fashion, Killer Clutch. This mystery slash crime thriller is now available on the Peacock subscription service. The rating is TV PG because there is some blood and some violence. It's 2 hours long, and my overall movie review mom grade is probably about a B minus, maybe a B. Anyway, let me give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I liked, things I didn't like. I'll offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about if you watch this with others, funny lines, interesting lines, and we'll finish it up with recommendations for other films that are sort of similar that you might also really like. All right, so let's dive in. In a nutshell, the story is about an American psychologist who is hired to coach a fashion designer. She helps a guarded French detective unravel a list of fashionable suspects after a murder happens backstage at a Paris fashion show. The film was directed by Felipe Rodriguez. Writing credits go to Tom McCurry and Stephanie Serapis. Let me give you some quick tips for parents. First of all, there is some profanity, but it's very mild, like OMG kind of stuff. We do see some blood at crime scenes. There is some violence with various weapons, and we do see some dead bodies, but it's not like blood and gore and horror or anything like that. It's people, laying on the ground kind of thing. Some of the themes are fashion, crime, friendship, loyalty, greed, revenge, and critical thinking skills. So there were a lot of things I really liked about this. First of all, what caught my attention about this film was the presence of Brooke Dorsey. I thought she was absolutely adorable in the cute TV show called Drop Dead Diva. Did you ever see that? And so I was surprised that I haven't seen her in more shows since then. I was excited to see what she could do in this film, and she's adorable in the movie. The majority of the movie is set in Paris, France, but it was actually filmed in Budapest. Only 3 of the cast members actually went to Paris to film: Brooke Dorsey, Gilles Marini, and Paloma Cocant. Hopefully I'm pronouncing these names correctly. Sorry. The title is cute, and it shows that the movie has a sense of humor. Do fashion psychologists actually exist? I thought it was completely made up for this movie, and so I looked it up and discovered it's a real profession. What a fun profession that would be. I liked the stress relieving exercise that was done to prepare a designer for Fashion Week. The psychologist asked him to describe the worst case scenario, then the best case scenario, and then focus on the most likely scenario. I like that because it put things into perspective. And so many people experience anxiety and they start instantly thinking of worst case scenario things. And so I thought that that was a really effective little technique that we can all use in our own lives. Now, I spent last year trying to learn French on Duolingo to prepare for my trip to Paris, France, and we went to a bunch of other places. And so it was really fun to try to understand at least what some of these French characters were saying in the movie. Now, I am really glad there were subtitles because I didn't understand everything that the French people were saying. It's also really fun to see all of the fashion. The movie poster itself is cute, and I really like that Hallmark has been creating mysteries lately instead of just cheesy formulaic romances. Now, don't get me wrong, they definitely do that as well, but I like their movie mystery channel and some of the films that I've watched in that. This could easily become a series as it opens the door to future possibilities and even a little romance with these characters. I like the 2 leads a lot and would definitely welcome a sequel. Now, there were just a few things that I didn't like or thought could have been done better. For example, some of the very thick, authentic French accents are really hard to understand. Considering the movie is about fashion, some of the outfits weren't that impressive, and maybe they're on a budget, but I was just like, really? That's supposed to represent France? I don't know. Some might complain that the film is too long. It is. Some of the scenes could have easily been cut without sacrificing the story. And not all of the humor lands. It's cute, but nothing really made me just laugh out loud. There are humorous moments, of course, but I didn't write down any funny lines, nothing worth noting. However, I did write down some interesting lines, and you can see all of them on my written review at moviereviewmom.com. I'll share a couple of them with you right now. So David Bowles plays this character, and he says, "You go to New York to make a living. You come to Paris to be alive." And I love that. It's so true. And here's another line. This is spoken by the same character. He says, "You know what would be my greatest regret? What I didn't do." And that's especially true when you travel. You're like, oh, I couldn't do that. Or if you don't even travel, right? That life is to be experienced as long as it's legal and maybe not fattening. Well, maybe it can be fattening. All right, so let me give you recommendations for 3 films that I instantly thought of as I was watching this. Now, the first one actually is not a movie, not a feature film, but a TV series called Emily in Paris. And it's all about the fashion and the food and the fabulousness. And it's actually really good. Season 1 was very sweet. And then you start to see, I guess, things that you see in France, like topless women and I was like, okay, I didn't need to see all of that. I'd rather have them wear all the fashion and the beautiful clothes. But anyway, so just a heads up on that, but I really did enjoy it. And then the next movie is one called Romance in Style. And it's another kind of a cheesy, hallmarky movie about fashion and the fashion industry. So check that one out. And then a classic is The Devil Wears Prada, starring incredible Meryl Streep, along with some other fantastic actresses and actors. But it's just fantastic about the fashion industry as well and the divas that are involved in that. So check that one out. If you haven't seen it, it's a must see. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. I hope that my reviews are helpful. If they are, give them a thumbs up or subscribe or comment down below and let me know what you thought of the movie if you saw it. And if you did, if you'd like to see a sequel. When you get a minute, run over to my Facebook group called Movie Review Mom, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter and all of the other social media platforms as Movie Review Mom, but also as my name, Trina Boice. I'm an author of 31 books. You can learn more about them, my online courses, my products, and my shenanigans. Have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.